Saturday morning. I've just gone out to do a couple of errands, and on the way I was scouting a new possible running route. I know I can use Strava, but sometimes it's a little bit easier to actually see the route in person and get a flavour for how possible it is and how sensible it is, because sometimes, unfortunately, the Strava routes I find, especially around where I live, it shows a route but you're just running on the main road, and that isn't the safest, and also it's not always the most sensible option either, because there's sometimes a footpath that runs parallel to it that Strava's not picked up on because it's not the most efficient route, so on and so forth. And so that's my little goal today, to head out, try and find something new. I've got the easy run today, I've got a long run tomorrow, and we'll just see how we get on. But otherwise, just starting the day, a nice little bit of weather coming in I think for the following week, and hopefully we can see a bit of sunshine, which will be a nice treat. Just about to head out on the afternoon run. We've got the sun with us today, which is really, really good. I want to take just a quick moment to talk about the shoe that I run in. I know everybody's very different, and it's such a personal thing, shoes, but I did a review quite a while ago now about the shoe when I got it, and it's probably fair just to do a quick update about how I'm getting on. This is a shoe, it's a Brooks Adrenaline GTS 18. I do happen to really love Brooks. I love the way they feel. I went through a period, I suppose, of a week or so with these shoes, maybe 3 weeks ago now, where I just wasn't sure if I needed to think about a new shoe. Sometimes you're running and you're feeling like it doesn't feel correct to me. It doesn't feel like it's suiting me as much as it did when I first started running it. And then it's almost as if we've kind of gone through that, and now it's really just kind of part of me when I run. It feels so comfortable. They're really soft, very, very responsive. Obviously, I'm still in the early days of running. I've not been running for a huge amount of time, but I just feel like when I wear these, I know exactly what I'm going to be able to do in them. I've not had any issues with them so far. Just a really, really good shoe. I mean, I took a chunk out of it there. I'm not entirely sure when that happened, but hey, these things do happen. So I just wanted to, I suppose, give a little bit of love to the shoes and say, thanks to Brooks for making a shoe that's really doing me wonders. And I've not tried, obviously, the whole range, but this was a shoe that I really enjoyed when I wore it in the shop. And it's likely that with my big runs next year, I'll get myself a new pair, fresh out the box, not necessarily obviously for the day, but I'll buy it in advance, a couple of weeks in advance, and just wear it in nicely. Even though these shoes, if you ever saw my review, they were just out the box, so comfortable, no issues whatsoever. But anyway, enough of me chatting about things. I'm going to head out now, do my easy run, and enjoy the weather. We like to give a little mention to the sheep every time I run past this field, but today there are no sheep, so I'm guessing they're busy doing something else. Kind of spoils a B-roll, but hey, there you go. 4k in, stone in my shoe, so I thought I'd just stop and record at the same time whilst I get that sorted. Exploring new route. I'm hoping it will then sort of eventually be one big loop, but I can't be certain of that until I get going. So I don't know how long this run's going to be. I might turn it into kind of like an easy long run. Just got to see how we're going. But yeah, should be back shortly. And feeling good. 6 kilometres in. Interesting is all I've got to say. I've run past some beautiful cottages and mansions and cars that cost as much as their houses. I've ended up at a beautiful green that I didn't even know existed. My last kilometre was a little slower than the rest because I spent my time looking around me. One big issue I've got though is the paths just seem to keep disappearing, and I end up running across people's kind of front driveways, which isn't ideal. I mean, I was planning to do this straight out and straight back today along the main road, so I guess you could say it's visually more appealing. But a little bit strange to have to keep hopping on and off the pavement and then having to cross over the road to the other side where there's more of a path. But nevertheless, we're going to keep running. Don't know where I'm actually going, but hopefully I should return home at about 8 or 9k. Just walking up the hill to my house. Ended up being just over 8k, I think it was 8.2 in just under 49 minutes. So Today was supposed to be the easy. I was going to do about 5k. It's turned into kind of like a semi-long run. So probably what I'll do is I'll count this as a long run today because I've actually got some stuff I need to do tomorrow. I don't know how much time I'm going to have available to do anything much longer than what I've done today anyway. So instead of pushing it, I'm just going to rest up tomorrow, do something light, bit of yoga, probably head down to the gym actually. But otherwise, interesting to explore a new route. I don't know how often I'll be able to actually realistically use it because it's a bit fussy, but nevertheless, it's always good to know, isn't it?